Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal, and this is In My Own World Tarot, and this is our day 4 of the 7 days of healing. And what today we're going to discuss is the current planetary alignment and how it's going to affect or may affect your zodiac placement. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. I definitely encourage you to listen to this reading in its entirety because you are more than just your sun placement, but you're going to do what you want to do. You're going to do as you so please. Since that is the case, the timestamps for this reading will be in the description box below the video. If the timestamps are not there, feel free to leave the timestamps yourself or listen to the whole reading in its entirety because that's what you want to do. What we're going to discuss is we're going to discuss where the current planetary alignment are sitting, what is to come, what is in retrograde. Then we're going to go Aries to Pisces, and we're going to pull a Black Moon astrology card for each zodiac and also a Moonology card. So, and I want you all to be clear. Just because for when we're pulling the Black Moon astrology card and the Moonology card, we may not currently be in that phase. So how I want you to listen to this reading is listen to it with an open mind and take note. Get your pen and piece of paper out, because depending on what cards come out and what planetary alignment comes out for you in your energy, it may be a peak time for you to pay attention to. So tonight, for instance, we're coming up on a new moon Friday, a new moon in Capricorn on the 23rd. But for instance, tonight, you may pull a waxing crescent moon. We're actually currently in a ballistic moon, okay? So what you would want to do is go look at the calendar and see when is it again. We'll be in a waxing crescent moon because something significant may happen to you during that transit or during that moon phase. Not transit, moon phase. You see what I'm saying? Okay. If you're new to my channel, I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected. Your energy is protected as well. I cuss, and hopefully I don't cuss at all because I'm tired of putting money in the swear jar. And listen. This teenager already got me going left. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this reading, guys, and see what is going on with you for day 4 of the 7 days of healing. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap into the energy of the collective, Aries to Pisces. Any message that they're needing, any guidance that they're seeking today. Please allow me to relay these messages to them as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading, protect their energy as well. And please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you, amen, and ashe. Give me a second. I had to recenter myself. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Currently, where we're sitting, we have a few planets that are actually in retrograde. I have my calendar pulled up here. We have not Gemini, but Mars is in retrograde in Gemini. We have Uranus in retrograde in Taurus. We have the North Node is still retrograde in Taurus as well. We also have the Chiron, which is sitting in Aries, that's also in retrograde. So we're pretty, I'm not saying we're playing it safe, but in the next couple of days, you also have to remember we're in the shadow period of a Mercury retrograde. What's going to make this Mercury retrograde different is, first of all, it's coming up in the energy of the winter solstice, which just began today on the 21st. But not only that, Mars was already in retrograde in Gemini, Gemini being Mercury, one half of the side of Mercury. When you talk about the Mercury retrograde, you're talking about mercurial energy. So basically, Gemini and Virgo energy. What does that talk about? It talks about the mind. It talks about reflection. It talks about recapping. It talks about redoing. It talks about slowing down. It talks about delays in every way possible. Because you have to understand, we wouldn't even be having this reading, this conversation. I wouldn't be speaking without the energy of Mercury and how it is conjunction to the earth. Okay? So, collectively speaking, it's going to be a heavy energy of contradictory. What I mean by that, because Mars is our planet of action. It's our movement. It's how we go after what it is that we want. It's our ambition. And this it's in retrograde in our mind. So a lot of us collectively will be trying to fight you're fighting impulse. This is not just for Geminis, not just for Aries, not just for Virgo. The collective energy is fighting the impulse. Because you're going to your mind is going to tell you to go. But everything in the energy is going to tell you not to go. So, and then you also have to realize that Venus on the side of Taurus is also in retrograde, which is a stubborn fixed energy. So there's going to be a need to make sure that you are definitely thinking before you speak and jumping to conclusions, because the energy is there. It's going to be a lot of miscommunications. It's going to be a lot of people cutting people off in traffic. It's going to be a lot of confrontations. It's going to be a lot of people not taking their time and causing more conflict and delusion than what is necessarily. It's going to be more of the human race not being accountable for their actions and everyone thinking that they know better than the other. It's going to be a lot of disrespectful energy. I'm going to be honest here. Okay, it's going to be a lot of know-it-all energy. Everybody thinks they know. It's going to be a lot of disrespect to culture, disrespect to tradition. Because also we're coming in the peak of the age of Aquarius, which peaks in March. And so you have the energy, especially of the new generations, of wanting to activate their innovation, their talents, let it be broadcast on wide stages. Mercurial energy, okay? Uranus energy, community, while, the stage of the world. But the thing about it is that you want to use your discernment and actually really tap into that Venusian energy, because a lot of things that are going to be put out into the atmosphere are not going to be well thought out. It's going to be impulsive. It's going to be fictitious. It's going to be illusions. So it's going to be up to you to really pay attention to what is fact versus fiction in these next couple of transits, especially from going to the winter solstice to the spring. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. What are the current planetary alignments and moon phases Aries should be paying attention to at this time? All righty. Let's see. Aries, you guys got a win-win. Outcome is in the forecast. Full moon in Libra. So full moon in Libra would be Aries season, okay? That is when the full moon in Libra happens. All right, so think back what you were doing in Libra season during the new moon in Libra, and what you want to pay attention to is that whatever it is that you're looking to manifest, you may get the desired outcome in Aries season, which is your energy, okay? Something by your birthday month. What is the planetary alignment that they need to pay attention to? So you got Sagittarius, which is now. So something, and with the number 3 here, which is communication, this is what I'm telling you now. Pay attention to this. Some goal that you have set for yourself that you want to manifest by your birthday, a win-win outcome. You have to stay optimistic with the Sagittarian, which is Jupiter energy. Make sure that you're keeping your faith strong. All right. Moving on to Taurus. What is the moon phase Taurus needs to be paying attention to? Moon phases that Taurus needs to be paying attention to. Taurus, you got full moon eclipse, okay? Conclusions are within reach. We do know this year was the year of eclipses, okay? So this may have been a tough year for some of you Tauruses. So conclusions are in reach. So that's letting you know that the storm is almost over, okay? Let's see. Planetary alignment that may be affecting Taurus. Planetary alignment that may affect the Taurus. You guys got the 4th house. Also we have the 4th house, fourth house, which is our roots, which is our foundation, which is our nurturing, which is our compassion, is our home. Then also on this card, you'll notice the number 28 here, which breaks down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1, which can be seen as Capricorn energy if you're looking at the 10, 1 if you're looking Aries energy if you're looking at the 1, which is Mars. Capricorn energy is Saturn. So good luck is final conclusions with Saturn. Saturn talks about judgment and final decisions. So it goes along with the conclusions are in reach for you, Taurus. All right? All right. Moving on to Gemini. What is the moon phase that may affect the Gemini? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Moon phase that will affect the Gemini. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Gemini, I'm being led to tell you to give people grace, especially in their communication style. And maybe people need to give you grace because it's going to be all over the place. And it says you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So something kicking off for you next summer. Okay, Cancer season. We know the new moons happen in the season of that zodiac. The full moons are the opposite of that season. So in Cancer season, there will be, when there's a new moon in Cancer, that means in that season, there will be a full moon in Capricorn. Okay, so let's see. What else? What planetary alignment may affect the Gemini? I couldn't do this one live because if I did it live, people would have threw off what I'm trying to convey. Okay, so you have Leo, again, summer energy. I will. So something significant with the number 8 here, which is Plutonic energy, transformation. You and your loved ones are safe. So something significant is going to happen to you in the summertime of next year. Pay attention to that. All right. Moving on. Whoa, what was that? Something was hot. All right. Moving on to Cancer. Current planetary alignment that may affect the Cancer. Current planetary alignment that may affect the Cancer. You guys got confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So again, that is Leo season. All right. Some of you may be on a diet plan or something like that, or trying to lose weight by next summer. What are you putting in work during the winter to appear during the summer? Something like that. What is the planetary alignment that will affect the Cancer? Yes, solar eclipse revolution. So definitely if you're seeking to do some type of change, especially a physical change, Cancer, you'll see your results next summer, right after your birthday, okay? Or if it's not that, it's some type of change you're wanting to see, it'll happen. Moving forward to Leo. What is the moon phase that may affect the Leo? Moon phases Leo needs to be aware of, please. You guys got nothing yet is set in stone, mutable moon. When we talk about mutable moons, we're talking about Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces energy. Okay, so pay attention to those moon phases. Nothing yet is set in stone. What planetary alignment may be affecting the Leo? They need to look out for. You guys got Uranus, and we know right now that Uranus is actually in retrograde. Then you also have the number 9, which is Sagittarian energy. We're just leaving out of Sagittarius season. But when you talk about the 9, we're talking about completing, not completion, because that would be 10. But something is completing. Nothing yet is set in stone. So there's something that's still ongoing, okay? Unfinished. It's giving me unfinished business type of energy. All right, Virgo. The moon phase that may be affecting the Virgo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Moon phase that may be affecting the Virgo. Okay. Have to relax. You guys got your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So that is actually this week. So Virgo, you have current energy. Okay, so there's something you need to be paying monitoring to this week. The new moon in Capricorn is the 23rd of December. Okay, and keep in mind, let me just say, every year there will be a new moon, there will be a full moon, there won't be a retrograde every year in every different planet, but there will always be a new moon, there will always be a full moon. This happens every year. Okay, so if it doesn't resonate for you right now, then it's something meant for you next year in the new moon in Capricorn, okay? Let's see. You guys got part of fortune increase. Exactly. There's some type of raise or promotion in the energy for you. Now, when I say in the energy for you, you have to remember, when you're watching these readings, when you're getting any type of divination, it's going off of the energy that you're putting out into the universe as well. It's going after as do you have faith that it will happen as well? If you're being pessimistic and you're not having faith that it will happen, it won't. So you got the number 9 here. The reason why I'm speaking on faith and having optimism, because the number 9 is here, which is Jupiter energy, which we know. So you're going to have faith and optimism that whatever it is that you want to come fruition, that you want to have a raise of, is here. I wanted to call you Capricorn so bad, but I know we're on Virgo. Moving forward. Libra. Could have Capricorn in your chart, Virgo. What is the moon phase that is affecting the Libra? Moon phase that's affecting the Libra. Did my tree finally lose its battery? It did. Aww. Moon phase that affecting the Libra. That lasted a long time for $1. You guys got adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. That just passed. So something that may have happened. What, about 8 days ago? Okay, let's see. What is the planetary alignment Libra needs to look out for? Planetary alignment Leo needs to look out for. You guys got 3. You got Neptune sacrifice, which you know is Piscean energy, something about your childhood here. 8th house energy, okay? Endings and new beginnings. And you also have Leo energy, which is the number 8 here. 888 is very significant to you, all right? All right. Let's go and move on to Scorpio. What is the moon phase that Scorpio needs to notice, or that may affect the Scorpio? Moon phases that may affect the Scorpio. New moon in Leo next summer. We already discussed this. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So something significant for you Scorpio is happening next summer. You need to pay attention and research your Jupiter return benefits. And also the 4th house 28. When you talk about Jupiter return, you also want to talk about and think about your Saturn return. And your Saturn, what's so funny is with this 28 here, and what made me think of the Saturn return, it usually happens around the ages between like 28 to 30s, maybe 33. A lot of you may be in that age group. So expect many blessings and an abundance to come while you're having this return, Jupiter and Saturn return, okay? Because that number 10 is here as well. Saturn, we know Saturn return is Capricorn energy. All right, so if you're between the ages of 28 and 33, pay attention next summer. Sagittarius. What is the moon phases that is affecting, or that could affect the Sagittarius? Moon phase that could affect the Sagittarius? I gotta know this one. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Oh, cheese and rice. So you letting the wrong stuff affect you. Make sure, but yeah and no. So a lot of the retrograde energy, Sagittarius, may be affecting you. And when we talk about fixed moon energy, we're talking about Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Taurus, Earth, Scorpio, water, Aquarius, air, fire, Leo. I had to break it down. But we're talking about those energies, okay? You guys got Libra balance. So something about your money needs to make sure you're paying attention to what's coming in, what's coming out at this time. Then you also have the first house, your rising sign, the body. It may be what's coming in, what's going out, what you're putting in your body, what's coming out of your body. Pay attention to that. Somebody needs to go to the doctor. Something about your digestion. When you're not number 2-ing properly, get that checked out. I am not a licensed healthcare professional, but I encourage you to go to the doctor. All right, moving forward to Capricorn. Moon phases that may affect the Capricorn. You got full moon eclipse, conclusions are in reach, and your north node. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay? Step out of your comfort zone, Capricorn. It's your birthday season. Happy birthday, by the way. You also got happy birthday. Like I said, your Saturn return 50. Okay? The number 5 is very significant to you. A lot of you maybe going through your Saturn return are already... I'm going to be honest, the energy I got from that, Capricorn, is that some of you may have missed the mark, or you're trying to speed to the mark that you're not even there yet. Okay? That means something to somebody. Aquarius. Aquarius, Saturn nope. Moon phase that may affect the Aquarius. I wanted to say Saturn return. Somebody got a birthday coming up. Ugh. I can't pick it up. All right. You got your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Okay. So that is this week. And remember, we have new moons every year. Full moons every year. Twelfth house, okay? So pay attention to your 12th house. That's your dreams. Something is about to come into fruition for you that you dreamt about and that you never thought would happen. Is actually some of you may be living your dream. You just need to open your eyes. Pisces. Moon phases for Pisces. Moon phases for Pisces. A time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. Okay. Definitely for a Pisces. Pisces don't realize that sometimes you guys, and this is not being judgmental, but you have, Pisces, you guys carry the energy with the new moon in Virgo of immutable energy to where, but you also have to remember the energy of Neptune is of dreams, is of fantasy, okay, is of idealisms. So even though you're not a fixed energy, you carry a fixed vision of what you believe or what you may see. And sometimes, especially with the transits that we're in now, it can be conflicted with reality. And you need to be mindful during this time, especially with Mars being in retrograde and we're coming into Mercury retrograde, that sometimes what you're thinking and what you're speaking is not coming out as though you're seeing it in your mind. It's coming off a totally different way than what is playing out in your mind. And you need to be very mindful of that. The reason why I have to tap on that, because you got Virgo energy here. So a lot of you need to really pay attention, because this is giving like you may be coming off as though your intentions are good, but how you're conveying it is not coming off as that. The shadow side of Virgo and the things the Virgo energy and Mercurial energy has to work on is you have to understand that's the energy of the intellect. That's the energy of the hermit. That is the energy of the wise one. So you may be in the energy of thinking that you are the wise one when you have to remember Pisces was, and Neptune was the last constellation to be discovered. So you are actually in the energy of a child. You are still needing to seek more information, and you may be wanting to convey information as though you have more wisdom than what you may carry, and it may not come off as helpful, but more as criticizing. So you need to really be mindful of that, Pisces. Like, be mindful. Exactly. With the 12th house, I knew that energy was here for you of delusion. Not saying that you're crazy, but you may not be seeing things properly from outside of yourself in this time, and how you're speaking and how you're conveying the things that are going on in your mind is not how you're seeing it and how other people are perceiving it. So if you feel like, I don't understand why people are getting offended by what I'm saying, because how you're conveying it is not how in your mind is played out. It's playing out in the actual reality in a totally different way. You, Pisces, of all the zodiacs, especially during this time, may have the biggest problem because you guys live and have the gift of fantasy. You guys have the gift of clairvoyance, clairaudient, clairsentience, any of the clairs naturally, especially have heavy Pisces placements. So you all really taking the time and going within and having that conversation with the right and left angel of, am I about to say this in a way that is helpful or harmful? Because you're going to lose. I'm not going to say you're going to lose, but there's going to be some things that happen confrontationally that may not even be the purpose because of how communication is being either from you or someone with heavy mercurial energy. So be mindful of that, because it's a lot of miscommunication that could definitely happen, particularly with mutable signs in this time. That's not necessary. Honestly, mutable signs just don't need to be talking to each other, because everybody's going to be not thinking straight. But do as you so please. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just talking about where the planetary alignment's at. So anyways, that has been our day 4 of our healing of 7 days of healing. I hope this all helped you. If you'd like to book a personal reading, birth chart analysis, anything like that, the information is in the description box below the video. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye, all.